Hello, everybody. It's Mike Callejas here with the
Andrea,
wonderful
how are you?
Andrea Equihua. I'm sure all of you guys know her already, but we're here in Mexico City. We've been working. Andrea and I have been working together for some time. I'm gonna put the phone a little bit further back. We've been working together for some time now, and I've learned a lot from Andrea. I mean, she's a total rock star. You guys already know that. She works really hard. She's disciplined in everything. And I'll be honest, I want to say that she's probably the one that sparked me up a little bit. Just watching her be so committed to health, so committed to her business. She has 2 kids. She has her husband, and she's still making all of this happen. So for me, I thought, I want to get in on the action. So it's always like, they say that motion creates emotion, right? And she really got me excited about building again. And also convention really, really amped me up. Did it pump you up as well?
Yes, it was amazing, right?
I think convention, this was probably one of the best conventions that I'd ever been to. Anyways, long story short, we met up in Mexico and we said, let's do something big. Let's make a statement. Let's make a mark, right? We don't want to show how we're very, very committed. So we got to work and we set up a crazy goal. Do you want to talk about the goal that we have?
Yes, let's do it. You know what? Just as Michael's saying, we decided to set a goal. So with all these beautiful things happening at convention, but before convention we had already like some fire on us. Just we wanted to make something different, to create something different. And I have been very blessed to be close to Mike in the last year, and with all his ideas, I always say that Mike is from the future. That's how I introduce excitement that it was in his heart and maybe with my heart. We decided that we wanted to do something big. And just before convention, we came to Mexico, and we had to have a taste of how was the people, how hungry they were, and we find that people are hungry, and sometimes it's just us as leaders, sometimes just deciding for them, but there are many new people that are hungry to grow. So Mike, as always, he was pushing, and he's hard to predict, you know. And then he came up with a sentence, and he said, you know what, we're gonna go for 100 associates in 2 weeks. After convention, we're going to come back to Mexico, and we're gonna do it. And so people, of course, they got super excited. Mike is super famous here in Mexico, and the truth is that the passion and the desire in their hearts, they just said yes. So we planned, and Mike has been here for
about 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks.
Right.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
So I think this is okay. So now that you guys have heard, like, we had a plan, we were excited, all of that. As Andrea mentioned, the first thing was to find out who's still with you in the business. I think you got to kind of feel the pulse. I know there's 3 types of people. There's the living, there's the dead, and then there's the walking dead. So it's easier to give birth than to resurrect the dead sometimes. But for me, I felt like, let's give everybody a chance, right? We're not going to judge. We're just going to say, let's do an event. If you're serious, show up. Step 1. A lot of people showed up to that. So I thought, wow, more people that I thought would actually come.
And you know what, let me add something. When Mike says a lot of people, it was a lot of people. We had 450 people in two days in 2 different cities, but 450 people showed up to say yes, I want to grow.
Right. That's phenomenal. So I thought, okay, we can't let this go, right? There's that many committed people. Let's set a big goal. Let's do something crazy. But at the same time, I think it also falls a lot on me and Andrea, right? We have to do, people always say, like, how do you do leadership? You got to be the example. So I got to enrolling. I enrolled 1 person in Mexico that I had met through YouTube and Instagram. And then Andrea has been enrolling as well. And then that new person, we enrolled 4 new people with them. And then last week we enrolled 5 new people in my team. And then this week we're enrolling 5 new people. So I've been doing presentations. Believe me, I'm hearing the no's. I'm hearing the I don't have the time. I'm hearing the I don't have the monies. I'm hearing the this is not for me's. I'm getting all those excuses that I got probably back when I was new in USANA. And it still feels like I'm still dealing with those same objections from the beginning. But that just shows you that I'm back in the driver's seat again, right? If you're not hearing those objections over and over and over, that means you're probably not talking to enough people. So now I'm thinking, like, I'm having all these new ideas that are coming. Andrea and I have been talking, and I'm like, these ideas are coming because I'm literally in the trenches every day. So you hear what people need. Right. You hear the needs of the people. You hear the needs of Mexico.
Let me share something about the leadership in the sense of us having leaders. And I was very privileged to be working with Mike, and he knows my leaders here in Mexico very well, and my leaders admire him. Obviously, it was to go back to edification, because we need to recover that beautiful value of edifying, knowing how to edify someone. So maybe Mike is already a very beloved person in Mexico, but we needed to edify him to excited. So regarding the work we had done with the leaders, it was again a whole conversation about just having them just plugging into the plan, just getting excited. And we're talking about emeralds, rubies, and golds that they said yes, and they were committed to work. So it has not been only, yes, we have gone back to prospecting hard and to doing the hard work, but it's just getting the people excited, especially the leaders. When you have the heads and you're close to them, they can be close to their people.
Right. Yeah, no, and I think Andrea's done a great job. You know, she's a diamond director. She makes a great income. She's on the top charts every single week, but she's expressed how coachable she is. She's made the sacrifices. She's taking notes. She's recording. She's doing the audios. It's like, because she's coachable, everybody has become coachable. And I think that's one of the big parts of why people in Mexico are so aligned right now. So those are some examples. Always be a good example, be a leader, and don't be afraid to try new things. I think for me, and as well as USANA in the United States, USANA is open to trying new things. Just on the way over here, we were talking a little bit, and I'm going to drop a bomb on you guys because I think this is a phenomenal idea. But out here in Mexico, keep in mind that people don't make as much money as people in the United States. So $300 here, that's a lot. People make that in a month here in Mexico. So you got to understand, it's a pretty big chunk of money. So what happens is when people do their auto order, it's a lot. Like if somebody's doing a 200-point auto order every month, it's a lot of money. Now, maybe for people who are successful in Mexico, it's not a big deal. But for like a college kid, you know, somebody who works at a restaurant, you know, whatever it is, like the people at the theater, we signed them up this morning, you know. I signed up some Uber drivers. Like, I'm talking to everyone, okay? The point is, can you imagine if USANA's open-minded right now and they're looking at us grow and we say, hey, we need to try new things? USANA's totally on board with trying new things. I want to pitch this to you guys. What do you think if your first year, okay, I'm really considering this, right? Your first year in USANA, your auto order is 50 points for a 1 business center and 100 points for a 3 business center. I don't know, I'm just kind of throwing that idea out there. I'm like, that sounds pretty cool. I think that would be great in Mexico. Shoot, I don't know, maybe that only for your first year. So if you've already been over a year, you're still on a 100, 200 point auto order. But if it's your first year, maybe a 50, 100 point, that'd be, I don't know, man. I think we would catch fire out here in Mexico. So I want to know your thoughts. Maybe comment below. Maybe USANA in the United States could consider that idea too. But we're all about trying new things out here. I did one presentation with Andrea's team. We did it at a university. Literally 30 or 40 college kids showed up, did a presentation, got some prospects. The next day they came and enrolled. I think 1 or 2 enrolled. But it's just like, we're just going all out. We're trying everything. We're talking to people. And I hope that you guys go out there too. Don't worry about what you need to do. Get out there, get busy, talk to people. I think that's number one.
Right. And just as Mike is saying, it's just trying new things. Sometimes we are just deciding that doesn't work, but we have not even tried.
Right.
So just be open, be creative. USANA needs us right now to be creative, to try new things, and just to go for it. Yes, systems are going to work afterwards. We need to go, do it, create something, and then start upgrading that thing or just making it simpler and better. But we need to start somewhere. Remember, we don't need to be good to start, but we need to start to be good. And this is just the mindset we have set ourselves. Again, we're supposed to be good, but we're trying new things and we're going for it, and just it's being a beautiful game because we're playing here. We're playing hard.
Definitely.
Working and playing hard.
So now we're going to show you guys what's going on, okay? So just so you guys can see what this looks like, I'm going to switch the camera. But as you guys can see, people are registering here, and we haven't started yet, but there's already people kind of showing up at this presentation. We'll see. People are excited, things are happening, and we're going to let you guys go because we probably need to get ready, right, for the event. But good luck, guys. If you guys need anything, hit us up on Facebook or Instagram, of course. Always willing to share ideas, and we want to hear what you guys are doing as well. Take care, guys. Good luck.
Bye.